Hey everybody, welcome to Jojos Corner. Today I'm excited to review a book for you guys that I received free from B&H Publishing Group. This book is titled Rooms by James Rubart. On a rainy spring day in Seattle, young software tycoon Micah Taylor receives a cryptic 25-year-old letter from a great uncle he never knew. It claims a home awaits him on the Oregon coast that will turn his world inside out. Suspecting a prank, Micah arrives at Cannon Beach to discover a stunning, brand-new 9,000 square foot house. And after meeting Sarah Sabin at a nearby ice cream shop, he has two reasons to visit the beach every weekend. When bizarre things start happening in the rooms of the home, Micah suspects they have some connection to his new friend, Rick, the town mechanic. But Rick will only say the house is spiritual. This unnerves Micah because his faith slipped away like the tide years ago, and he wants to keep it that way. But as he slowly discovers, the home isn't just spiritual, it's a physical manifestation of his soul, which God uses to heal Micah's darkest wounds and lead him into an astonishing new destiny. I really liked this book. I heard that this book was written in the vein of Ted Dekker, the Ted Dekker style, and I do think it was more than a thriller or a horror type book or a scary. It was more mysterious and suspenseful. I like that this book highlighted the character's choice between living a life with Christ or a life without Christ. Some people actually said that they didn't really like this book because they thought that it portrayed Christianity as just a, like, give your life to Jesus and all of your dreams are going to come true, all of your troubles are going to be over. I think that this book portrayed pretty true to life as far as each person's choice in which type of life we're going to live. The fact that the main character's life in Seattle, which sort of represented his life without Christ, was successful. He had a very fulfilling, very financially successful life there in Seattle, was just true to the fact that there are people who choose to live their life as a Christian and have very successful, fulfilling lives, and it seems like everything's going their way, as well as people who don't live for Christ, who seem to have, a real successful, happy life, and everything's going their way. But I like that this book portrayed the main character as at sort of a crossroads, and he had to make a decision of which life he wanted to choose. Did he want to choose to live his life in Seattle, being successful in business and choosing a life without Christ, without the things that God wanted him to do? Or would he live his life in Cannon Beach, where this house was that his uncle had built for him, where this girl, Sarah, was, whom he was starting to fall for, and his friend Rick, who is sort of like a spiritual guide to him. Which life will he fully and completely embrace? Because the book is real good about showing that he cannot choose both. He can only choose one. If he chooses his life in Seattle, then his life in Cannon Beach will suffer. If he chooses his life in Cannon Beach, the one in Seattle will suffer. So, and I think that's true to our walk with Christ as well. The house that he inherits from his uncle, the one that's been specifically designed for him, is just sort of the vehicle through which Micah makes his decision. As he explores the house, he must come to terms with things that have happened in his past, as well as things that he needs to decide for his future. This book really makes you think about priorities and about what's important in life. It made me ask myself the question, am I going to live the life that I think is best for myself, or am I going to just surrender to the life that God wants me to live, the one that He's leading me to? I will say that's a really good book. I enjoyed it, and it makes you think a lot. So I'm going to recommend it for you guys today. It's Rooms by James Rubart. From Jojos Corner, happy reading. Bye everybody.